A traffic alert for your Friday. We've got travel advisories still in place for Delaware and Madison counties due to storm debris on the roads, and also water levels are high in spots. I'm 13 News meteorologist Matt Standridge. Due to the thunderstorms we've had this week, from wind and tornado damage, but then also just flooding, we've picked up a lot of rainfall. In fact, we're now at a threshold with our ground. It's so wet that if we get 1.5 to 1.75 inches in less than 6 hours, which could be possible throughout the weekend too, you're going to get flash flood warnings. And so expect those to be issued. But right now, Madison, Delaware counties remain under those travel advisories. National Weather Service will be headed to both of these counties throughout the day to survey damage. Take a look. Tornado, wind, mix of both. So we'll get that information to you as soon as possible. But don't be surprised on some of these counties. You'll run into a road that is just closed for a while until crews can continue to clean up and work through that process. Then we just have really high water levels in spots. In fact, in parts of the morning, we've had flood warnings. And in fact, across Hancock County and Rush County, they've been decreasing their size throughout the day. But the Brandywine Creek has been flooding on some of the roads there around the Greenfield area. So Hancock County, this is Rush County. The Flat Rock River that goes through Raleigh, headed into the Rushville area, which still is under an active flood warning. Water levels have been high, covering some of the roads as well. Drainage ditches are full. A lot of backyards are ponding. And you guys know, if you got pets, the backyard is a mud pit right now. You've got the towel by the door, wiping off the paws. I know it gets old. We're not done yet. We've got another 2, 3, 4 inches on the way through the weekend. And then it still takes a few days just to try to dry out. So at least another week of this, I think, is expected. And these water levels haven't peaked yet. It takes a while for all the water to drain to some of these rivers. So the roads may get better over time, but the rivers themselves will continue to get higher. And I'll show you that in a moment too. But we do have closures on State Road 1 between State Road 28 and 32. So here's 32, there's farmland, to 28 coming out of Ridgeville. Then we get farther north, starting at Red Key and through Pennville. So State Road 67 to State Road 18. So that's kind of near the Bryant area, headed west to Marion and Gas City. These purple stretches show you where we've got roads closed through the day today. No update as of yet what they're thinking for the weekend. Just a developing situation. Crews will go out there, police will go out there, sheriff's office will go out there and give a report, and they'll make adjustments as needed. Throughout the day today as well, Lafayette Road closed due to what we think is tornado damage crossing over Eagle Creek. So here's the north end of Eagle Creek. You've got Lafayette Road and I-65. There remains to be power lines down and even kind of metal pieces there on the road, possibly from some of the debris we had in Brownsburg. You'd be surprised how far a tornado can carry debris, but we had a lot of warehouses hit in Brownsburg, and so we've had pictures of some of those sheet metals and even from other barns and things like that there along Lafayette Road. So this is a big bottleneck for some folks, especially coming in to and from Traders Point to downtown Indianapolis, also the north end of Brownsburg. This is also a big thoroughfare as well. What you may want to do, because it's closed from essentially 71st Street all the way to Traders Lane, which becomes Wilson Road and meets up with Raceway Road, you may just want to use 465 a little bit more, because I tell you what, 71st Street is really your only good exit coming into Traders Point and the north side of Brownsburg. Otherwise, you want to take 74 farther to the south. But in order to get around this, you may get off at 65, use 71st Street to hop on 465, go the way around, hop on 86th Street, and then go past the Shell and come into the north end of Brownsburg. Because right now, Traders Point, this is a big backup there, and Lafayette Road, just south of the elementary school by 86th Street. So we've been talking about the water levels as well. We've got storm damage. We've got water levels going up. This is just an example. So we've got the White River on the northeast side of town, East 82nd Street. See the forecast. We're already now getting into action stage, a flood stage, but we continue to expect the water levels to go up. We think by about Sunday into Monday it could start to peak, but we're going to be in that moderate flood stage coming up here later this weekend. So even though the rain will probably start to really end Sunday morning, and that's when the flood watch ends as well, water levels will continue to go up. We'll watch this. This is just one of the rivers. Meteorologist Sean Ash, he's been working on a lot of these rivers, and we'll have more updates over the next couple of days on how the rivers are doing. But that flood watch remains in effect until your Sunday at 8 o'clock. If it needs to be extended, they'll do it so, but it does look like that rain will be really wrapping up there by your Sunday morning. So we'll watch the rivers. We'll also watch some of these roads. Remember, State Road 1 is closed in a few spots there in northeastern Indiana.